Hi everyone, I just wanted to show you what I worked on over the weekend with all the scrap pieces from Gail, which in my previous video, all these scrap fibers and laces and trims that she sent me. And all this that I created came from that and nothing more than all these scraps, except for all the pearls in the centers and stuff. Those were from mine. So yeah, I was quite busy and I really had a good time doing it. So these I will keep in my stash for creating my mini albums and journals and stuff. And I have my own little stash going on here that'll last me for a while. So let me show you one by one. And as all I did with all these was I cut up the scraps, and you see in the previous video to this, I showed you how I sewed these. And this one I didn't put a center in. I kind of wanted to leave it blank so that when I am creating with it, I have it made. And if I want to put a different color or add something to it. And then some of these, you know, like when I didn't want to get too crazy with them, because when I'm adding them on a project, I don't know, you know, what kind of leaves or other flowers will go around, and I can always embellish them more when that time comes. So this is a real pretty one. I'll show you what that came from. Maybe I won't. Oh yeah, this flower and this flower came from this piece of fabric. That's, the lace was already attached, so I got 2 flowers out of that, and I will still be able to make more, but 2 totally different looks. Super pretty. These are for my own personal use, so I'm not going to bother to put nothing on the back because I'll just glue them right on projects. But if I was to sell them, I would put a felt backing on the back. But I it's all done with freight check and stuff, so it isn't going anywhere, and I'm not going to take the time to cut circles for that purpose, but I love those. Alright, let me get the show on the road. Road on the show, whatever. Here's the one I showed you. I did add the black tassels to it, those scrap pieces, and that gorgeous feather. So yeah, that could be for black. And then these are all of the same piece of lace. Where are they? Yeah, that big one made from this same one. So out of that I got, out of that one piece I got that, this one, and then that one I glued a doily on top, and I put some eyelash trim on the bottom so it can dangle for like spines of the mini albums. I love those dangly things. And this was just the fiber trim that I had in my stash that I used. You could pick those up at Joann's and stuff. I got fibers going on in my eyes. And then I did that one, and that's just, I cut another piece of scrap center of a piece of doily and stuck it in the middle. Gave it a cool center looking thing. Then there's this one with like a fibery circle I made out of some fibers and glued it together. And then that one with another doily. And then these are, see how I did the circle on that one? I had to because I wanted to glue this on, the little netting. But yeah, there's a couple pieces of scrap doilies I cut up. Here's some more of these dangle ones. I used like a scrap piece of doily and put it on the back. It gave it really cool interest. And then more of that fiber trim, but I picked out the eyelashy stuff and was just left with those strings. So really pretty. And then here's another dangly one. Real shabby chic. I showed you this one already. And then I love this one. There was this little applique of leaves, so I did glue that on there. And I did the satin, and I just stuck it on the back of a piece of doily scrap. And then I showed you this one in the other video, the white. Here's another white. And these are, I purposely pulled out these edges to look like that, but then I did it with fray check, so it's not going to go anymore. But yeah. I love these. This was the edging. It looked like maybe old nightgown material. So the hem was already in there, and I just cut it on the edge. And it gave me 2 different sizes. So pretty. Super pretty. And then I did the rolled ones, which I showed you this one, but then I made some baby ones to go with it. And I like the little fringes that hang off of it. It just looks cool. So that, and then I did this one. This looked like it was a piece of a tablecloth or handkerchief, real fine. So I put a doily on top of that. And it's going to be a beautiful flower. And then these. And then I made a bunch of these, the lollipop ones, which I have a tutorial out, different sizes. If you scroll through my videos, there's a tutorial recent, couple, maybe a month ago, of a lollipop flower tutorial, and that's how I made those. And then this one I just cut a circle and burnt the edges. And then I had showed you this one that came from this piece of lace. And this is just so soft and pretty. And I want to save this because I don't want to make more flowers out of it, because I want to actually use this piece of lace somehow in a layout, or maybe down the spine, or a bow, or I even thought this made a real pretty bracelet. If somehow I could clasp that up, but isn't that pretty? Alright, I'd never be able to get my hands wet, but it would be pretty. Alright, just thought I'd share with you. Gail, thank you. That's what I created from all your scraps. I think I'm going to go ahead and put, let me look at that. I think I'm going to go ahead and put all the flower stuff away and fix up my desk. I'm going to change my ugly mat, and my desk needs a good cleaning because I've been cutting all these fibers, so there's dust everywhere. And excuse me. Sorry about that. But anyways, I'm going to shut the camera off, clean up all this mess, and take my desk apart and get rid of my ugly mat and put my new mat out, clean everything up, and I'm excited now. I want to start a mini so I could start using some of these beautiful flowers that I made. And so I will be back with another video soon. Bye.